night on the set. Yes, lights, camera, action. Welcome back, Vidheadz, to another good video. This one is the Sony A7III Rig, Vidheadz style. After this. Welcome back. I'm Aaron Jones. I'm your big brother, and I got your back. If you've been around this channel any length of time, you know this channel is all about iron sharpening iron, and we're all taking our skill to the next level. If you're all right with that, go ahead and hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell, because I got a lot of different content coming at you, and I don't want you to miss anything that may help you. So with that being said, my A7 III by Sony, my rig that I put together, mainly I had it centered around the battery. This is the elephant in the room right here. The battery is what I centered this rig around, and so that it does not have to be limited to a battery grip. The battery grip has 2 batteries, and once those 2 batteries are done, then you're out of power. Then you have to try to swap them out and that kind of thing. Well, I didn't want to be limited to those batteries. I wanted to have a better option to continue with my power consumption. So I went with the FXlion mini V-mount batteries. And this one is the Nano 2. This one is the Nano 1. I use the Nano 1 when I'm putting it on a gimbal. It's easy to balance at that point. I also have the VP M98, which is, this is the 98 watt hours. This is 50 watt hours, which is the Nano 1. And then the Nano 2 is also 98 watt hours. Of course, it has a USB-C, USB-A, and the USB mini on the battery itself, along with a D-tap and the FXlion plate that I'm using to mount my battery. Has a D-tap as well. And I'm powering my Ninja 5 with this particular D-tap here on the plate. So, like I said, this rig is centered around battery power. I didn't want to use the battery grip, and so I elected to go this route because I'm able to shoot for hours with this particular rig setup. Yes, this is the URX PO3D dual receiver, and I can receive 2 audio signals, and I can receive from 2 lavs, or a lav and a microphone, or whatever. And so I'm loving that whole aspect. When I'm in weddings, I normally wire up the groom and the officiant, so I can have both signals coming right to this particular receiver, right down into the camera. So that's another thing I want to talk about, is the proprietary adapter that allows the dual receiver to go right into the camera via the proprietary hot shoe. So I don't have to have any cables or anything to get my audio into the camera. I'm doing that through the hot shoe, so that's beautiful. Also, the hot shoe powers up the dual receiver as well, so I don't really need any cables or any wires to power it as well. So I'm really digging that. Now, I don't normally always have this on my rig, but I had to design my rig for my purpose and my use based on being able to use it on the rig. And because I'm limited to only using it with the hot shoe, then that takes away the center of the rig. So that's the top handle, or the monitor that you might put in the middle. So I had to make some adjustments. I thought that this was a proprietary piece of equipment to have in this particular position. So I went on ahead and I adjusted, and I put my monitor right on my small rig side handle. Now, this particular side handle, I chose it because it has the airy anti-rotate mounting holes on it for my monitor holder that has the airy anti-turn mount. So yeah, I'm really loving it. And as you can see, as far as my cables here, what I do is I route my cables, and I'm very particular about my cable management. I don't want cables wrapping around things and all that. I want to make sure that I have enough cable to go where it needs to go, but I don't want an excessive amount of cable just hanging off the rig. And so that was very important to me as well. So with this particular Ninja 5, I had the dummy battery in, and I went on ahead and I made a cable, DC, going down to my D-tap, which plugs into my FXlion mini V-mount battery plate here. And so to power my camera, what I did was I used the USB-A. I have a adapter here, a right angle adapter, and then I have the cable going right into the camera via USB-C. I'm taking care of the power for the camera through that cable. And if you know anything about powering through a USB-C or the micro jack, if you have 2 amps or more going through the USB, then you can operate the camera while the power source is connected. I'm working on making this hot swappable. It's not completely hot swappable at this point because right now my Ninja 5 is dependent on this particular power. And so if I unplug that power, I'm gonna lose power to my Ninja 5. I'm working on making a hot swappable rig here. And that brings me to the Ninja 5. Now the Ninja 5, of course, I'm using my HDMI, which is my micro HDMI to a standard HDMI. Then I have a right angle adapter here so that, you know, it's not too obtrusive. If I didn't use this adapter, then I would have to plug it in like this, and I didn't really want that. So for me, I wanted it to be a little bit more cleaner, and to me it's a little more cleaner, kind of a little out of the way there, and so I kind of like that. Now I got another video coming out about the Ninja 5 that I'm working on right now. The differences between external recording with the Ninja 5 as opposed to the internal recording with the A7 III. And so hopefully that video will be coming out soon. With all this gear, I'll have links in the description below if you guys want to check any of that out, look at cost or anything like that. And also, if you looking at making some improvements to your rig, let me know down in the comments. If you like this rig, let me know down in the comments. If you think I need to make some adjustments, go ahead and let me know. I'm anxious to hear what you have to say about it. For me, holding it like this is optimal. I can handhold this and I can do what I need to do. Yes, I'm missing a top handle, but I can throw a top handle on as soon as I disconnect my dual receiver here. And so as soon as I take the dual receiver off, I'm all set. Another thing I want to mention is that everything that is bolted onto this rig, I made sure that it all takes the same exact Allen key size. And so because this small rig handle comes with an Allen key right in the handle, even my monitor uses that same Allen key. So when I take my receiver off the middle, I can turn around and put my monitor and there we are. So it's very simple, very easy. Even my my side handle here takes the same size Allen key. The ones that came with this, one of them I broke. It looks like it's very cheap plastic screws that they had on there. So I took those out and I used some button socket heads, and it works just fine that way. I just thought I'd give you guys a little preview of where we're at and where I'm headed with this particular rig. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put your comments down below. If you like the rig, you don't like the rig, if you see something that I probably should add, if you got some comments or some constructive criticism, go ahead and put them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to hear what you guys think. As always, I'm Aaron Jones, I'm your big brother, and I got your back. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, hit the little bell so you don't miss any content that's coming out. I got a lot of different content in the queue right now that's going to be coming out one after another, especially with the A6400 and some of those things. And so I don't want you guys to miss anything that might help you. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe, hit the little bell, and make sure you go out and you film something and kill it.